Okay, so hi everyone. Today we will be doing the example session on fossil fuels, combustion and flame. Alright, we have studied through this chapter. We know what is combustion, we know what are fossil fuels, we know what is the flame, the structure of a flame, and now we will do some questions on it. So first question, combustion is a dash process. Alright, fill in the blanks. Physical process, a chemical process, a biological process, a nuclear process. Answer is B, a chemical process. Combustion is a chemical process. C plus O2 gives heat, light, and gives CO2. Alright, plus ash, some ash. Which of the following is an example of an inflammable substance? So what is an inflammable substance? Something that burns easily and very fast. Okay. So over here, what is the answer? Water, sand, paper, kerosene. Kerosene. Why? First of all, it is a fuel. All fuels will be placed the highest in an inflammable substance, multiple choice option. Okay, so over here I also have paper, but kerosene, but I chose kerosene. Why? It is a fuel. Okay, it is supposed to be inflammable, it is supposed to burn readily, very fast, and give a lot of energy. Okay, so kerosene. Which type of fire extinguisher is suitable for extinguishing electrical fires? Alright, electrical fires. What type of fire extinguisher should I use? Should I use a water based? Should I use a carbon dioxide based? Should I put sand on it? What should I do? Correct answer is option C, carbon dioxide extinguisher. Alright, not a water extinguisher, not a foam extinguisher, not a dry powder extinguisher. Okay, why not water? Because it is an electrical fire, you might get an electric shock. Foam extinguisher, no, it will not help because electrical fire. Alright, carbon dioxide, yes, carbon dioxide. Why? It will cut off oxygen supply first of all. Okay, and it is helpful in electrical fires. Why? Because there is less chance of having another disaster or a shock. Okay, so carbon dioxide extinguisher. Which type of combustion does the fuel burn in a limited supply of air? In which type? Okay, so you know what is limited supply of air? Limited oxygen, right? Limited oxygen. So what type of combustion is this? Complete combustion, incomplete combustion, spontaneous combustion, or rapid combustion? The correct answer is option B, incomplete combustion. Okay, if there is limited oxygen, suppose I have a candle, right? Okay, I give it only 5 minutes of oxygen. Alright, so it will burn till around this much, but after 5 minutes there will be no oxygen, so half of it will be burned and half of it will be left. Okay, so from this to this and then this. Okay, there was limited oxygen. This is incomplete combustion. And what is released in incomplete combustion? Carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, CO. Alright, in a complete combustion there is a lot of supply of air. Spontaneous combustion, how does spontaneous combustion happen? Due to internal heat of the object. We do not give it any external heat. Rapid combustion is very fast. The luminous flame is obtained when combustion is what? What do you mean by luminous? Luminous means light. Light giving. Something that gives out light. Okay. So, when is a flame very luminous? A lot of light is released from this flame. When? When the combustion is what? Incomplete. Alright, when the combustion is incomplete, there is a lot of yellow part of flame. Alright, there is not much air, but yellow part of flame. Okay, if there is a lot of air and the combustion is fully complete, what I mean by complete is all of the substances being burned. All right, if no ash is being produced, nothing, so that is a complete combustion. But in incomplete combustion, the object is burning but partially. All right, that is why in candles we have yellow flame. Okay, so that yellow part of flame, you've seen gas stove ovens in your kitchen. All right, that is complete combustion. There is no ash left, it burns blue, not yellow. If there is a luminous part of the flame, then there is some incomplete combustion happening. All right. Now, next question is from structure of a flame. If you remember, I drew that structure for you. Okay, there's an outer part, middle part, and a lower part. So, which part of flame is the hottest? Out of all these three parts of the flame, which part is the hottest? Outermost, the middlemost, innermost, all parts have the same temperature. So the correct answer is innermost. This part is the hottest. You might think that outer part is the hottest. No, that inner part that is burning black and blue, that is the hottest. Now we come to fuels. Which of the following is a fossil fuel? Fossil fuel, these are non-renewable. What were fossil fuels? Coal, petroleum, derived from fossils. Okay, so which of the following is a fossil fuel? Solar energy, hydroelectricity, natural gas, wind energy. Correct answer is natural gas. Alright, natural gas is found with petrol reserves. What do you mean by petrol reserves? Where petrol is found, you will find natural gas over there as well. It is not found from petrol but with petrol. Alright, so natural gas. What was the formula of natural gas? CH4. Methane is the major component of natural gas. Alright. Now the next question is from fuel efficiency. What was fuel efficiency? How much heat am I getting for lower amounts of that fuel used? Alright. I give you an example of a car. Nowadays cars use less petrol but drive for longer time. That is efficiency. Which factor does not affect the efficiency of a fuel? Amongst all of these, which factor does not affect? Alright, so for the efficiency of the fuel, one of these factors will not affect it. Calorific value, combustion temperature, quantity of fuel, energy content of the fuel. So the correct answer is quantity of the fuel. Alright, for efficiency, quantity does not matter. Its calorific value would matter, its combustion temperature would matter, energy content of the fuel would matter. But over here, quantity would not matter because I want less quantity and more energy. Alright, that would give efficiency. Burning of fuels leads to harmful products. Alright, burning of fuels leads to harmful products. Which gas is released during the burning of fossil fuels? Amongst all these, which one is released? So fossil fuels are form of carbon. When I burn it, which gas would be released? Oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen. So correct answer is C, carbon dioxide. Why? Because when I burn carbon, in presence of oxygen, heat and light is released and I get CO2. Okay, fossil fuels when burned or any fuel burned will give you carbon dioxide, but it can also give us other pollutants when they ask for pollutants, SO2, NO2, alright. When combustion occurs in an open space, it is called what? Okay, so in an open space, like the name suggests, open means in an open room, roof, any area not covered. Okay, so bonfires, you've seen bonfires, that is open combustion. All right, you have seen in India we celebrate Lodi. Okay, there is a lot of fires everywhere. Okay, they put a lot of wood together, we burn it, we throw some crops into it. Okay, the harvest into it, that is Lodi. That is also open combustion because it is being done in the open space, open area. Answer is open combustion. Okay, inflammable substances. Now, which of the following substance is highly inflammable? What do I mean by highly inflammable? It will burn very fast, catch fires. Okay, highly inflammable substance: glass, plastic, wood, stone. Which one of these? Answer is option C. Okay, wood. Wood is highly inflammable. Okay, highly inflammable. It is used as fuel. Alright. How to control fire and precautions. Now, which is the first step to control fire in case of a minor fire accident? In case of a minor fire accident. What do I mean by minor fire? Means small scale. A small fire accident, supposedly a little bit of fire broke in some small kitchen or room. Okay, a minor fire accident. So which one should I do the first? Call the fire department, evacuate the building, use a fire extinguisher, raise an alarm. So A, B and D, these options are done when there is a large scale fire. Large scale. Alright, I call the fire department, maybe a building is on fire, I call the fire department, I evacuate that building, I raise an alarm so that everyone could be safe. But I use a fire extinguisher when there is a minor fire accident. Okay, so if in my kitchen I get some fire, I will use an extinguisher to cut it off. I will not call the fire department altogether for it. Okay, which type of combustion occurs spontaneously without any external ignition? Which type of combustion occurs spontaneously? The key word here is spontaneously. Without any external ignition means external heat. External heat. I don't need to put some heat for a spontaneous reaction. So, spontaneous combustion. Right. Okay. As the name suggests, spontaneous combustion. Which zone of the flame is dark and non-luminous? Alright, so if I have a flame over here, supposedly this was on a candle, there is this outer part and there is this middle part as well, right? Okay, so which zone of this is dark and non-luminous? Okay, non-luminous means no light produced. This dark and non-luminous part, this is the innermost zone of the flame. It is dark and non-luminous. Outside is yellow or red or anything, depends on the flame, and this one is bluish. Inner is dark, black. burns black. Now we come to structure of a flame. Alright, structure of a flame. Which part of the flame is known as the oxidizing zone? Which part of the flame is known as the oxidizing zone? Outermost zone, middle zone, innermost zone, all parts have the same property. So the correct answer is middle zone. Middle zone is considered as the oxidizing zone. Which of the following is an example of a renewable fuel? Okay, a renewable fuel. So, coal, natural gas, solar energy, petroleum. Correct answer is solar energy. It is renewable. I have given the answer as well. It's renewable. Renewable. What do you mean by renewable? Replenished, regenerated. Okay, so all the others are fossil fuels. They cannot be replenished. Once they are used, they are used. It will take millions of years to form again. Another question on fuel efficiency. Which factor contributes to high fuel efficiency? Alright, which factor contributes to high fuel efficiency? Low calorific value, high combustion temperature, large quantity of fuel, low energy content of the fuel. Okay, high combustion temperature. High combustion temperature means it will give me a lot of heat when it will burn. Okay, low calorific value will give me very low heat. Alright, high combustion temperature means it will set fire only when on high temperature. That means it will give me a lot of heat. Burning of fuels leads to harmful products. Right? Burning of fuels leads to harmful products. Which gas is responsible for the greenhouse effect? Now, this question is from harmful products. Alright, that fuel gives. Which gas is responsible for greenhouse effect? The greenhouse effect, increasing temperature of the earth. So which gas is responsible? The correct answer is option C, carbon dioxide, CO2. It is a greenhouse gas. Another question on combustion. The process of burning of a substance in the presence of oxygen is called what? Simple. Alright, simple. Process of burning of a substance in the presence of oxygen. It is oxidation. Combustion is also oxidation. Oxidation clearly means adding O2. So in combustion also I take carbon and I add O2 and heat. Okay, that is also oxidation. So oxidation. Inflammable substances. Now I have another question on inflammable substances. Which of the following substances is commonly used as a fuel in lighters? If you've seen lighters, alright, at homes or anywhere, which fuel is used in those lighters? Water, sand, petrol, air. Answer is petrol. Petrol. We add petrol for it to burn. How to control fires and precautions. Now another question on precautions, alright, and controlling fires. Which type of fire extinguisher? Okay, again a type of fire extinguisher is suitable for extinguishing oil and grease fires. Now I told you water will never be used for oil and grease fires. Why? Because oil is, let's show you. This is water. This is oil. Oil is lighter than water. So it will float. It will float. Again, if you add water to a oil fire, that oil is on fire. Okay, that water will be converted to water vapor. There will be oil particles floating over water vapor, and this will form a big cloud of oil particles which will be on fire. I don't want that. Okay, so this will not help me extinguish the fire, but it will increase the fire. So I never put water. So water extinguisher, no. Foam extinguisher, no. Carbon dioxide extinguisher, no. Dry powder extinguisher, I use a dry powder extinguisher. I can also use a CO2 extinguisher, but that will not be that beneficial as compared to dry powder extinguisher. Alright. Another question on types of combustion. Which type of combustion produces a large amount of heat and light? Alright. Which type of combustion? Okay. So the correct answer is B. The key word here is, keywords are large amount. Okay. Rapid combustion is like very fast, gives a lot of heat and light. Okay, so rapid combustion. Okay, another question on flame. The flame produced by burning a candle is an example of a dash flame. Okay, now you burn a candle. When do you burn a candle? When you need light. Okay, supposedly electricity is gone in your house and you need light. It is night time. You light a candle. Why do you light a candle? Why? Is it luminous, non-luminous, blue, red? Answer is A, luminous. Luminous means light giving. Okay, so is an example of a luminous flame. Another question on structure of a flame. Which part of the flame has the lowest temperature? Alright, it is quite interesting. Supposedly this is your flame. Out of all these three, which has the lowest temperature? Alright, answer is outermost zone. Outermost. You might think this one is the highest temperature. No, the major heat is over here in these two. Okay, so outermost is coldest. Coldest or lowest temperature. I would not use the word coldest because we are talking about a flame. Which of the following is a non-renewable fuel? What do I mean by non-renewable? It will not be replenished. It will take a lot of years for it to become usable again, to obtain it. It is non-renewable. Biomass, natural gas, wind energy, geothermal energy. Answer is natural gas. This is derived near petrol, and all other are renewable. Fuel efficiency. Which factor determines the amount of energy released per unit mass of fuel? Per unit mass of fuel. Calorific value, combustion temperature, quantity of fuel, or energy content of the fuel. The correct answer is A, calorific value. An efficient fuel has high calorific value. High calorific value means a lot of energy is released per unit mass of fuel. Okay, so calorific value. Another question on burning of fuels leads to harmful products. Alright, burning of fuels leads to harmful products. Which gas is responsible for acid rain? Now, when I burn a fuel, it causes some pollutants. I know how acid rain comes. This goes into the atmosphere, it combines with rain, it comes down, acid rain. So, which of these pollutants is this gas? Okay, so oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide. Answer is sulfur dioxide, SO2. After Diwali or Dashera, this sulfur content is maximum in the atmosphere, and if it rains after it, most probably it will be an acid rain. All right, so sulfur and phosphorus salts and oxides are maximum after firecrackers, fires. That is why it is said to not burst firecrackers during Diwali. Another question on combustion. The minimum temperature at which a substance catches fire is called what? See what they have asked. The minimum temperature. What is this minimum temperature at which it catches fire? It is called ignition temperature. Alright, ignition temperature. Why? Consider your car. Your car starts on ignition. You rotate the key and it starts. It gives it ignition. The fuel starts burning. Alright, there's a spark. Okay, that spark gives it ignition. It starts a combustion process. For combustion to start, I need ignition, and the minimum temperature at which something catches a combustion is ignition temperature. Okay, another question on inflammable substances. Which of the following substances is commonly used as fuel in vehicles? Commonly used as fuel in vehicles. Which substance? Water, sand, diesel, air. So it's easy question. Diesel. Out of all these, we all know that diesel is the one used in vehicles. How to control fire and precautions. Alright, so this is the last question on how to control fire and precautions. Which precautionary measure should be taken to prevent electrical fires? Alright, to prevent electrical fires. Again, avoid overloading the electrical circuit, store flammable materials near electrical outlets, use water to extinguish electrical fires, ignore electrical sparks or flickering lights. So I know that out of all these options, option A is the one that I should do to prevent electrical fires. All these three, okay, should not be done. Should I store flammable substances near electrical outlets? Alright, what if there's a spark and those catch fire? So I should not. Use water to extinguish electrical fires. I have repeated again and again that water should not be used. Okay, carbon dioxide based extinguishers can still be used. D. Ignore electrical sparks or flickering lights. You should never ignore them. Get them checked. Alright, so that will be all for the example session.